Now, how does it relate to us today? Remember, we read in the book of Matthew that Yeshua said, "But know this, that if a good man of the house had known in what watch the thief would come, he would have watched and would not have suffered his house to be broken up." So you remember the calendar at a different time. We have 12 hours in the day, 12 hours in the night, so it's watch time. Okay? So now, he is warning us not to be sleeping like some priest did, but to be watchful. This does not mean that he will come in the night. This only means that he will come in a moment is not expected. And that we need to be watchful, that we need to be aware of that, because those who are not aware will go in their daily work and do not even think about the coming of the Mashiach. But Yeshua tells us that he will come like a thief in the night. This means he will come in a moment we don't expect him. So, brethren, be aware of that and think about that and try to put that behind the ears, we say in my country, so that you don't forget. He will come like a thief in the night. We return to the saying or the writing from Paul, who said in 1 Thessalonians chapter 5, "But of the times and the season, brethren, you have no need that I will write unto you, for yourself know perfectly that the days of Jehovah so comes as a thief in the night. For when they shall say peace and safety, then sudden destruction comes upon them, as travel upon a woman with child, and they shall not escape. But he add also, but you, brethren, are not in darkness, that day should overtake you as a thief. You are all the children of light and the children of the day. We are not of the night, nor of darkness. Therefore let us not sleep as others, but let us watch and be sober. For they that sleep, sleep in the night, and that be drunken are drunk in the night. But let us who are of the day be sober, putting on the breastplate of faith and love, and for an helmet the hope of salvation. For Elohim has not appointed us to wrath, but to obtain salvation by our Master, Yahushua Mashiach, who died for us, that wherever we wake or sleep, we shall live together with him. So here we understand that Paul is speaking of spiritual reality, not physical. He's speaking of spiritual reality. To sleep or to be awake is not to sleep in the bed. It is a spiritual sleep. It is to be aware of the time we are living, to be aware that we are living in the last day, to be aware that Mashiach can come at any time. So this is what Paul is meaning there. Okay, Paul says, for they that sleep, sleep in the night, and they that be drunk are drunk in the night. But let us who are of the day be sober, putting on the breastplate of faith and love, for and a helmet the hope of salvation. So we have to understand that we need to be aware every single day we live, to be aware of the coming of Mashiach. We are part of this generation who we see the return of Mashiach. I am not a prophet, but I know that we're living in the time of the returning of Mashiach, which will be soon. May Elohim make it possible that we will see these days coming soon. And if you want to know more, you will have to study the life of Yehoshua, the son of Nun, who was the one who brought the children of Israel into the land of Canaan, and you will understand the parallel or the shadows of Yehoshua, bringing us back to the land of Israel. This is very important to understand, because the son of Nun, Yehoshua, which is called in the English Bible Joshua, is a shadow of the work of Yeshua when he will bring all Israel back to the land Jehovah gave to Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob. And you will see that there will be some very important points to see in this text, how it will be and what will be. So you can read the first 5 chapters from the book of Joshua, and you will understand what is going on in the time when we go back to the land of our forefathers. Shalom, Mishpora.